Alrighty, we are ready to play. The world is veiled in darkness. The wind stops, the sea is wild, and the earth begins to rot. The people wait, their only hope, a prophecy. When the world is in darkness, 4 warriors will come. After a long journey, 4 young warriors arrive, each holding an orb. Alrighty, first order of business, we're going to get the respond rate up. If this is your first time playing and you haven't actually saved a game, you can do either. Select new game or continue will bring you to the new game menu too. Alrighty. Character creation is very, very, very important in this game. Some classes are bugged heavily. Well, all the classes are bugged to some point. But some classes work really good or maybe even better than intended, while others are just plain horrid. So, the biggest mistake you can make is picking a bad party. And there is such a thing. Now, first off, you absolutely need to have a fighter. No, doesn't matter what else I pick. Now, you can pick a second fighter if you want. That would be a really good choice, actually. Or, you can pick something else. I'm going to go with Red Mage as my second character. Hawa. White Mage. Tommy. And Black Mage. Phil. Why those names? Because those are the names that are in the instruction manual. Anyway, let's begin. First thing to do is to go and buy a weapon for everybody. Red mages will be using rapiers. Fighters will also be using rapiers, as those are the best for them as well. Iron hammer for the white mage. And a wooden staff for the black mage. The instruction manual and a lot of guides will tell you to buy the dagger, the small dagger for the black mage, but I prefer the staff because it can actually one-shot goblins at level 1 and is more likely to do so than the small dagger. So that's why I picked that. Now, if you are playing with a black belt or a thief, thieves will also use rapiers. Black belts, you'll want to use wooden nunchuck. But I don't like either of those classes. There's very little benefit to playing them, in my opinion. And very important here, you absolutely want to get chain armor for your fighter. And you absolutely want to get chain armor for your red mage. And now you want to equip all this. If you don't equip all this, even though you put it in individual inventories, if you don't equip it, it will not count. So you absolutely want to equip them before you get into a battle. Alrighty, and for our first spell, we are going to give it to our white mage, yeah, there we go. And it's absolutely going to be Cure. Cure isn't really that good, but in this game, for the purposes of speed healing, it is very helpful to have that in your first slot. Now, I'm going to stay at the inn and save my progress. Now let's go over the classes. So, I picked a fighter because you absolutely need a fighter occupying your first slot. So here's how it works. In combat, when monsters target you, they're 50% likely to target your first slot, 25% likely to target your second slot, and the remaining 25% will be between your last two slots. So this means this dude is going to be taking the most damage, this dude is going to be taking the second most, and these two will be taking the least. So you want the heavy armored characters to be in the front, especially your fighter. Now, red mages have good armor to start with, but the gap between the red mage and the fighter as far as armor goes will be pretty big coming up. But for now, this is good. Gonna leave town. Now, you don't actually have to go to the castle to advance your storyline, but we're going to. Light warriors. Just as in Lucan's prophecy, Garland has kidnapped the princess. Please help her. I'm just going to show you guys around a little bit for this first part of the video. "400 years ago, the treasury was locked by the mystic key. Our ancestors gave the key to the Prince of Elfland for safekeeping." So keep that in mind. The Prince of Elfland has that key that we need. This guy says the same thing. This door is locked by the mystic key, as is that door. So if we want to get in there, we are going to have to get our hands on that key. But anyway, we're going to head up north. Now, the reason why I didn't pick a black belt or a thief, so the black belts, you have to really grind with them to make them worthwhile, and the time you spend grinding with the black belt to make them do as much damage as the fighter can do with melee attacks would be better spent grinding a mage for those extra spell charges. So that's why I don't play a black belt. You really have to grind to make them better than a fighter, and they will never have a defense as good as the fighter. Also, about halfway through the game, you can opt to do a class change, or a class upgrade, rather. Each class gets upgraded, except for the black belt. The black belt turns into a warrior monk, or it's called a master in this version of the game, and they actually get a downgrade. Their magic defense will plummet. So, I just don't like that. Being a completionist and a little bit OCD, I just don't like having them in my party. Now, the thief does less damage than a red mage for the first half of the game, and has nothing to show for it except for slightly higher luck at running away from battles. And that's really not what we want to do. We will run sometimes, but don't want to do a lot of it. Later on in the game, they're okay, but I mean, they're not as good as a fighter. They're like a weak fighter that happens to have the fast spell. That is really the only reason why you would want one, is because you would want an extra character to cast fast. And, well, It's just not worth it suffering through the first half of the game with a thief. So, I don't use them either. So we're going to go up. We could very well die. We have to go up here to rescue the princess. Ooh, chance to strike first. Well, awesome. So everyone is going to target their own. And that is why I picked the staff. Ooh. Another of the same, huh? And you'll see that regardless of attributes, the monsters typically get to go first. It's just the buggy way the initiative works in this game. Alrighty, in we go, and we're not going to explore this place, we're just going to go straight to the bossy here. Now, I don't think I've taken significant damage, but we are going to get an instant teleport back to town after this, so why not? And all I'm going to do is just attack with all of them, because that's all I really can do right now. He has 100 hit points, by the way. Ooh. And we're hoping nobody actually gets taken down. Oh, good, he missed. You see that tiny amount of damage that Ness takes because of his armor? That is why we're playing with a fighter. Attribute ups are a little bit random in this game as well. And intelligence does absolutely nothing. It's bugged. It literally does nothing. Okay. Come on. Kiki, that's what bats say in this game. So, you are the Light Warriors. Thank you. Alrighty, and we're back at the castle. So, we talk to the king. We get a fanfare. Thank you for saving the princess. To aid you, to aid your quest, I ordered a bridge built. Now go to the continent. Go now and make the orbs shine again. So, basically, he has built a bridge that will allow us to go to the next part of the continent. So it's basically roadblock cleared. We don't have to talk to her right now, but we will have to talk to her before the end of the game. So we're going to do it now. This loot has been passed down from queen to princess for 2,000 years. Garland stole it when he kidnapped me. Please accept it as my gift. It just might come in handy. Okay. So in our items we have the loot. Beautiful music fills the air. The loot will not come into play until the very, very end of the game. but we need it. So we talked to her, and we won't ever have to go back to that floor of the castle again. Alrighty, back to town. We've defeated a boss, so we have a little bit of money. So we're gonna get our next set of spells. First off, we are going to get Cure for our Red Mage. Second off, we are going to get Lightning for our Black Mage. And we are going to buy 2 tents. And we are going to save our game. Head on out. And so their journey begins. What awaits the four? They do not know. Each holding an orb that 2,000 years ago shined with a beauty from within, but now only darkness. Come, start your journey. Return the light of peace to our world. Alrighty, and we got some little opening credits there after the little prologue we just had. Okay, some newish enemies. Grimps, or Gray Imps. Hopefully we won't get too many encounters here. Alrighty, halfway through, we're going to use one of our tents. No, we're not actually. We're going to save state. Yeah. Well, I guess, oh, we should have saved. We absolutely should have saved. Yucky. Fortunately, they're all going for nest. Well, except for a few of them. Okay, well, maybe we didn't really need to save too much. Okay, well, cool. Okay. Yuckies. Oh, wait, hold on. Okay. One down. Oh, cool. Alrighty, Newtown. I guess I should talk to him. Help! Haha, nothing here. So, if you try to talk and there's no one in front of you, that's what it will say. Nothing here. This town has been invaded by pirates. Alrighty, well, first and foremost, we are going to stay at the inn to recover our resources and to save. Pirate is right here. Always fun. Oh, wow. Not too happy about the fighter continually missing, but whatever. All right. Okay, all done. And we gain some levels. Okay. Okay, you got me. Take my ship. So now we have a ship, a new mode of travel, and our next roadblock covered. Armor, alrighty. So, wooden shield, yes, nest. And that's all. He's the only person that can equip the wooden shield. But we're definitely getting it. Now there are weapons here, but we don't have nearly enough money for them at this point. So we're not going to bother with them. We can stay at the inn to replenish our magic and get a save in, and we are going to head back to Canaria and do the first little grind of the game. There's a ship. Ooh. Absolutely horrid to encounter one of these straight away. The reason why we picked lightning is because of this trip back on the seas. Monsters in the ocean tend to be weak to lightning. In fact, they all are pretty much weak to lightning. So, what we're going to do is we are going to gain a few levels, traveling between these two areas. Oh, 2 sharks, wow. Not my favorite. Well. Huh. Very lucky resist on that shark's part. That is like minimum damage they can suffer. Very lucky misses as well. Tense, but he's down. Whoops. Alrighty, let's head on back up. The inn is cheaper at Canaria, that's why we are doing our grinding there. We're grinding here, near Canaria. Sharks are not the most lucrative battles, to be honest, so it's unfortunate that we keep encountering them, but we'll get something fun coming up. Wow. Just no end to the sharks, huh? So typically I do like 2 battles at a time, just deplete my magics. This is one of the best that we could get. Oh. These guys drop a lot of money. So this is a very fortunate encounter, believe it or not. Ooh. A very unfortunate miss. damage these guys is doing is also unfortunate. Wow. Yikes. Wow, I can't believe he keeps missing. Okay, you have to cure yourself. Okay, about time. Okay. I really hate to do that, but... Okay. Tiny bit of breathing room, I hope. Wow, this is absolutely not worth the trouble, to be honest. But I'm this far, so I'm just gonna see where it goes. He's out of cures. Ooh. Okay, one down. Yikes. Okay, and one of mine down. Unfortunate. Okay, well, all we have to do is do this. Sure, now he gets the hits. Okay. Now look at that, 480 gold. Oh, and everyone's gonna gain a level, except for the dead dude. Alright. So when you lose a dude, you have to go all the way back to town, and you have to pay to have them brought back to life. And they only come back to life with 1 hit point. Alright. Now that everyone's gained a level though, and we have a little bit of spending money. We're gonna buy our red mage, Lightning. We're gonna do a tad bit more grinding, and then we're gonna call it a day with the game. Of course. Oh, and there's no difference in damage output between the red mage's magic and the other mage's magic, because the intelligence stat is bugged. As unfortunate as it is. And as you can see, missing is quite a common thing in the early sections of the game. But it will be much less common once we hit level 5 or 6. Oh, interesting. Yeah, do that. Have you do that. You do that. And you do that. Good. Nice damage. Interesting that our first encounter with a Sahag is a red one, which is the more powerful version. Well, though not by much, to be honest. Oh, good job. And the Sahags are very evasive as well. Alright. So this is where I'm going to call it an end to the video, guys. If you enjoyed, please like and subscribe. Leave a comment in the comment section below. And we'll see you next time. Cheers.